Hello, my charismatic Capricorns. You guys are feeling very charismatic to me today, so that's what you are. This is Brandy with Fates of Three Tarot, and thank you guys so much for being here with me. Our channel is growing, and I want to say a huge shout out to each and every one of you guys, and I'm saying you guys a lot, because it is because of your watches, your views, your likes, your subscriptions that are getting our messages out there. It is not easy to break the YouTube cycle. So knowing that we are being watched and enjoyed is astounding to me. So let's see. Capricorn, please. You will hear me say he, she, they, them, king, queen. It is a masculine or feminine energy I am picking up on, not necessarily the gender involved in that situation. If this message resonates, hooray. If it doesn't, please leave it on the table for whoever was meant to see it. Okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Cross watchers are always welcome, and energies may be reversed. And this is where we're starting at. We've got Ascension Lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. Nice. Okay, open to abundance. Believe you deserve. Accept plenty and prosperity. It's an acceptance card, making sure you're not missing those opportunities. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. It's an interesting combination. Okay. I'm going to set these off to the side where I can kind of use them as a guide. Just because someone is a soulmate does not necessarily, for me, in my belief system, soulmates come in every shape, size. Just because someone is a soulmate or a twin flame does not mean that they are meant to stay in your life. You have to think of what's best for you. Oh, and these cards are so gorgeous. I wish my camera could truly do them justice. All the pastels, all the just beautiful, joyous energy that comes with these cards. But you have to do what's best for you. And sometimes if someone has not leveled up to where they need to be, soulmate or not, you have to let them go. Or it is possible that you were brought into each other's lives to help with the lessons. Get through this one certain section of the journey, right? Starting past, present, future energies for you guys. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. All right. This Ten of Pentacles speaks of roots, legacies, foundations. People putting their pentacles together and working together to grow into this ultimate situation, right? To be able to have a legacy. It is sorry, I was hearing legacy over and over and over. So evidently this may have something to do with your roots, your family history, or that your desire to build a legacy for your children or the future generations. But it does speak of family. Inheritance could be a windfall or an inheritance that you were not expecting. But that is all about a foundations, huge foundations, being privileged. But it's traditions. And this Queen of Wands, okay. She's that fiery, hot, passionate queen. She knows her worth. She knows her value. She's out there. She's living life. Sometimes she's not necessarily looking for a companion at this moment. But she walks into a room and the eyes turn towards her because she's very alluring, very charismatic. And but she knows what she wants and she goes after it. This queen is, she tends to be popular. As people are coming out of various pressure situations, they tend to grab onto the energy of the Queen of Wands to pull themselves back out of it while they're remembering who and what they are. And it's like, yes, I remember living. I remember going out and having fun and doing joyous things. And that's what this Queen of Wands is kind of about for me. Page of Pentacles. She is sitting there looking. She's got this pentacle in her hand, and she's looking at it like the world. Like, okay, where do I see my world? Where do I want my world? And now this page can also be a messenger. Pages are my messenger cards. This can definitely be someone saying, oh, I want to be able to offer Capricorn the world, right? Okay, this is a love reading. At least that's the intention, so let's find out. Present energies, we've got Five of Swords. Okay, now that can be intimidation, fighting, somebody bullying. Usually for me, it's the card of is this battle really worth it? She has the upper hand. She's surrounded by the swords. But the other two people, they just walked away. They're like, you know what? This fight wasn't worth it for me. Why would I continue doing this fight? Why would I, It can also talk of some type of betrayal because she's kind of looking over her shoulder. And but the other two walked away, and I think that's what she's noticing. It's like, wait a minute, if this fight wasn't worth it for you, why am I still fighting it? Is it worth it for me to keep doing this battle? Okay. Nine of Pentacles, that's a single energy. Truly grabbing onto that Nine of Pentacles energy and being good with being on your own. Being self-assured, self-confident in your abilities, investing in yourself, remembering your value, remembering your worth. That Nine of Pentacles is very powerful energy. It's independence, achievement, self-sufficiency, being rewarded for your efforts. This Nine of Pentacles sometimes wants somebody to combine Pentacles and make these 10, but she knows she's good on her own if that doesn't happen. Okay? This Nine of Swords, stuck in your head, insomnia. Negativity, fear, anxiety, nightmares, isolating oneself off. It's not a good energy. Six of Pentacles, okay. Ace of Swords. And Page of Wands. Okay, we're ending off with a passion card, which I'm excited about. And she's holding that Staff of New Beginnings, so that makes me even more excited. Okay. Six of Pentacles. This is the equal give and take card for most readers. For me, depending on the deck. If you notice, this person's doing very well. She's expanded. She's got plenty of pentacles, so she's like, you know what, I'm going to, be philanthropist, and I'm going to give away some pentacles. I'm going to share my pentacles. Now, that sounds better than giving away, right? I will share my pentacles. But if you notice, she's chose, which is all in her right, to choose who receives pentacles. Time, energy, resources of whatever value. I know people usually put a lot of, impact on, or that's the wrong word, sorry. They focus in on money. And you know what? Money can be rebought. Material objects can be rebought. What you can't ever get back is that time, that energy, that emotion. I'm not saying that it's ever a waste, because if we're learning our lessons and we're going through our path, then we do grow from it. However, a lot of times people think of this as, money. But she's giving these pentacles away, but she's choosing who gets to receive these pentacles, right? I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is when they say it's an equal give and take card, this person's over here begging. And they're not receiving any pentacles. And they're like, I just need one pentacle. Just one. I don't want to starve. So it ends up being a breadcrumbing energy for me. So I have to be very careful, and we'll find out in the expansion which way this goes for me. But, it also depends on where you're at in these three. Okay? You can be the person giving, the person receiving, or the person begging. Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning. Hooray! Truth, clarity, can be considered a double-edged blade. I'm trying to make sure I'm leaving. There we go. I think you can see everything. Because sometimes the truth is what the truth is. And it's not necessarily what we want to hear, but it's what we should be hearing and getting is the truth and clarity and communication. Page of Wands. All right. Now this message is the new beginning. Is also a beginning. It's a new beginning because of that staff. the fire, the hot, the, okay, adventure, excitement, fresh ideas, having the energy to pursue a fresh idea, to, be fearless, be extroverted with this Queen of Wands energy. Capricorn, I am seeing you single, and I'm seeing you staying single for a little bit. Now, you may get some inspirations and you're getting tidbits. I'm not saying that you're like not out there doing your thing, because I feel like you are. I feel like you're just investing in yourself right now, and that you're doing, but something's going to spark your interest here towards the end, right? You've kind of been on this path of investing in oneself, making sure you're self-confident, you're self-reliant. You're not wanting to be dependent on anyone else. You're not wanting anybody to have this, be able to hold it over your head with that Five of Swords and saying, you know what, I did this or that for you. Because when people do that, they didn't do it for you, right? You're not wanting the arguments, the disputes. You don't want to be intimidated. You don't want the aggression. You're just wanting to know that you've got it. You've got it going on. And you can do it on your own. And that is what I'm feeling with this. It's like, I'm just going to be truthful. I want the truth back. You are stressing, though. Something's got you up late at night with insomnia. And we're going to dive into that. But I'm definitely getting the vibe of this. These two, at least. The prepare for rapid spiritual growth. I think you're doing that. I think you're in the processes of it right now. And be ready for opportunities, because they are coming in. Open to abundance. Accept plenty and prosperity. Believe you deserve. Right? You are allowed to receive. It is okay for someone to help you as well. Okay? All right. Let us see. Now, this soulmate energy with the non-equal reciprocity kind of has my attention still, because, as I said before, soulmates can just be around long enough to, soulmates can be just around for lessons at some points. Of course, I also believe pets and friends and other, people that you run into unexpectedly, and they can provide that connection and bring in aha moments, even if they're only in your life for a short time. It's like they're helping your growth. They're helping your path. You've got that Six of Swords energy, going to calmer waters. Yes, the Star, doing your healing work. There you go. And I think that's some manifesting. You've been wishing upon a star. You're like, okay, I'm doing the work. I'm putting my head down, and I'm going to get there. And this is what I want. This is what I'm putting out to the universe right now. And I think you're working on this Nine of Pentacles right now. Being self-sufficient and secure within yourself. And not being dependent on anyone. That's what it feels like. And you're going to be victorious. It's fast-moving. It's also balancing out of yin and yang energies with this Chariot. This Chariot is very victorious. He's going to come out on top, or he's not getting in that Chariot and going and driving. So this is victorious for you. This is being set in your Ten of Pentacles and knowing your worth and your value and what you're bringing to the table, right? Setting up your own legacies, probably, right? And I'm sorry if you're hearing the background noise. There's always something going on around here, especially right now. It's the fur babies. They wanted to be in here with me, of course, while I'm shut in here. Let's find out about this Five of Swords, please. But we keep it real. There's always something going on around here. Queen of Swords, yeah. That Queen of Swords is stepping in with this Five of Swords. Truth, clarity, fairness, once again. Cutting out what does no longer serves her. She's very self-confident, very self-assured, and she will use that blade of truth and to say, I'm done with this situation. She's honest, independent. There's a lot of independence in this reading. A lot of standing on your own 2 feet and knowing you're going to be fine doing it. So I'm not picking up on the insecurities. The only thing I've got right here is this Nine of Swords. That's kind of maybe a lot of pressure on you right now. We'll find out. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Okay. Yeah, this is somebody's taking an interest in you, Cappy. They're noticing. Definitely coming in with some inspirations. That new energy. Fresh, guided. Follow your gut instinct with that High Priestess. You're going to know what you should know, not necessarily what you want to know. But this is also an intuitive card, getting back into your spirituality. For me, it's almost a speaking to source card again. A universe, God, angels, whatever your belief system is, I'm good with. For me, that's what that deals with, is working, getting yourself back right spiritually. And I think you're doing it. I think you're all over it. Tell me about this Nine of Swords, please. Yeah. So lots of heavy burdens. This isn't an easy journey for you. Oh, new beginning. Ace of Cups and Nine of Cups. Okay, there's that love offer coming in. There's that soulmate coming in. I was wondering where this was. But I'm seeing passion, so I don't know why it's saying, unless this is more like a past energy or just happens to be what you're dealing with. Because if you're in this grounded energy and the air energy of the swords, but the grounded energy of Capricorn, then it is very possible that you're not open to the passion at the moment. The Hanged Man, of course, he's kind of stuck. He's in a stuck situation right now. He's looking at things from a different perspective, trying to decide which way to go, how to handle this. Now, you don't want to stay in this Hanged Man energy for too terribly long, because you will become part of this tree, right? But it is always good to look at things from various angles and various perspectives. See where people are coming from. It gives you an upper hand, gives you the knowledge, the truth. All right, we've got this Nine of Cups. That is the you're wanting that 10th. What am I talking about? 5th cup. You're wanting that 10th cup. And, this is contentment. He's happy. He's joyous. Again, he's got this single mode going on, but he's like, this is a wish fulfillment card. This is a very good energy, as long as it isn't taken to the extreme of the being, what's the word? It's taking pleasure, but you don't want to, and it's being content, but you don't want to be smug about it. That's what I was trying to, yeah. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, because when we get to that point and we're bragging about things and being a braggart, yeah, that's when universe tends to go, oh, really? But it is weighing heavy on you. I'm going to get some information on this one, I believe. Ace of Cups, of course, new beginning, love. That cup is overflowing. You've been working on your cup. You've been working on getting yourself straight. You know that you want to fill your cup up with the good stuff, the hope, the self-assured self-confidence, the joy, the bliss, and you know that's all the good stuff that should be in the cup that you're giving. And there's that 10th cup. See, if you add the 9 with the 1, it's 10, right? So I think you're preparing. I think you're doing your thing, and you're getting your stuff done, because you're wanting to be able to give a healthy cup. That's what that's what this is feeling for me. Following your gut instinct. If you know deep down that you need to be working on something, then that's what you're doing, and it's a heavy load. Let's find out. Tell me about this 10 of Wands, please. Thank you. The Hierophant. Okay, this can be learning, educating oneself. It can speak of religious backgrounds, of course. In love reads, it's often a commitment card. So if you are married currently, and you're having a rocky time in your relationship, as you're doing these self-improvement things, it may be stressing you out, realizing that you're doing a growth process, and it's heavy. It's like, okay, what do I do now? I'm learning these new things, and my person may not be growing and aspiring with me. So it's causing a divide. And if that's the case, you need to communicate. This Queen of Swords, communication. Not necessarily the cutting side, but the communication side. Being fair, being honest, truthful. She can do that in a very diplomatic way. It does not have to be cruel. It does not have to be condescending. Now, the flip side of this Hierophant with this new beginning is that can be what you're wishing for. You're wishing for that commitment. The equal give and take is what you're wishing for, but let's find out what this one has to say. Six of Pentacles. The World. Yep, you're ending a cycle, and it's bringing in that King of Cups. There it is. Yep, that's what that's talking about. It's like I've been doing my work. I begged. I've pleaded. I've been on every side of this Six of Pentacles, and I know what it takes now. I know who and what I am. Right? Queen of Wands. I know who and what I am. Very self-assured, self-confident. If you have come out of a situation, a deep connection, a committed relationship, and you're seeing this after a little bit of, self-discovery and going out there and figuring out who you are now in this phase of your life, then this is saying that you're preparing for the next relationship, and you're doing a very good job of it. So congratulations. You're recognizing some of the things you needed to work on, and you're doing it. You're putting in the work. But it's stressing you out, and it is hard. And it's kept you up late. And that's all understandable. That's all part of the process. If it didn't, I would be a lot more concerned. Now, should we keep ourselves in that stressed out, overly burdened energy? No. And this is saying you're going to be coming out of it, and you're going to be coming out of it on top. It's happening. It's just going slower. Being able to set down some of that pressure that is on you is a major thing. Make sure you're not owning things and carrying things that do not belong to you. Right? All right. Now, this World, of course, is the new beginning. You've ended a cycle. You've learned the lessons. You're starting again from this new spot in your life. And it's bringing in this King of Cups. And that King of Cups is, he's compassionate. He's diplomatic. I was just speaking of diplomatic, wasn't I? He's got very good balance between head and heart. He doesn't always express himself very well as far as emotions, but his emotions run very, very deep. He's very devoted. He can come across as a counselor type, an advisor type, wise. He's a very steady king, right? Excuse me. And he's bringing in this sort of truth. Or someone is. Pretty sure that's someone coming into your circle. Again, masculine, feminine energies, it's not necessarily the gender involved. Because for whatever reason, I was thinking she when I said he just now. So this, if you are looking for a female companion, this could be a female coming in with that type of wise, diplomatic energy. Excuse me, my allergies are insane. Yeah, you're not wanting to be left out in the cold again. You've been isolated. You've had hardships. You've had losses. You felt abandoned. You've been struggling. There could be unemployment involved. But you've alienated yourself. You were either ashamed or felt disgraced. And this truth is going to come in. And I don't know if this is something you're learning about yourself or someone else. This can be a coming out of the cold energy as well. Let's find out a little bit more. Thank you. King of Swords, and yeah. Yeah, you're going to find out something, and it's going to make you sad. You're going to be in this regret mode. Not regret, but, well, maybe. But you know that all of that time, all of that energy from a certain section of your life was wasted. That it's gone forever. But you know what? It's not all lost. There's 2 full cups behind you. There is hope. But also remember the lessons that you learned from that. You are allowed to mourn that cycle. You are allowed to do that. Feel all those feelings and do all those things. But that part is done. It's over. It's time to start this fresh beginning over here with the world cycle. All right. And it may have you isolating. I'm thinking you're going to go into isolation for a little bit as this truth actually sinks in, because it's this King of Swords is fair. He's balanced. He's, you know, it speaks of reason, integrity, morality, you know, very high standards. And this may be standards you've put upon yourself. It's like, how did I do that? Why did I do that to myself? Why did I allow myself to get so stressed out and so burdened over this situation? Because that's who you are. But you know, breaking out of that and realizing it is a good thing. So I want to know who's sparking this interest over here. Tell me about this Page of Wands. Tell me about this Page of Wands, please. Thank you. Page of Wands, Page of Wands. Ooh, all of them? Okay. And I'm hearing one more, so thank you. Is that it? Yep. Okay. So let's find out what's going on in our book over here, Cappy. Well, I do see communications poking out at us, so we'll start right there. And it says, you know, those love arrows, communication coming in, fast moving, energetic, sudden changes, excitement, progress, making quick decisions. With this page, this is, you know, it's sparking all of that. The fresh ideas, the energy, this Queen of Wands energy, right? Fearless, being extroverted. So as you've gone through this cycle right here that's going on currently, or will be shortly going on, and if you're going, holy cow, I just came out of a cycle, what am I doing, right? This was kind of like an acceptance. This is growing into acceptance and really looking and studying things and figuring out what was going on. And I feel like you learned something very, very valuable in this process. And this is coming up. This is what's going on. With this Page of Pentacles, when you said, where do I want my world to be? And you started diving into it, you discovered something. And it's something very valuable to you. And it's helping you progress up. And it's helping you end this cycle. Whether this cycle meant the breadcrumbing, the not being treated fair, giving too much of yourself, whatever this cycle was, you've learned. And you've closed it out. Okay? You are allowed to be kind and compassionate and caring. This isn't saying close yourself off with this. And this is a divine match, by the way, with this King of Swords, Queen of Wands. I mean, oh, holy cow. King of Swords and Queen of Wands. Maybe that is the divine matchup you're looking for. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is a divine match. So this may be you taking on a different era of one of these two as well. You may be diving into why do I want this commitment? Why would I want to grow this legacy, this Ten of Pentacles? Do I really need someone else? And knowing that you're okay on your own with this Nine of Pentacles and really being okay with that single energy right here is a powerful thing. And it is different when it's a truly accepted energy. You recognize it and it feels totally different. Okay, so we've got cheerfulness going on, energy, being fearless, going on an adventure probably with these two. Let's see what else we've got in here. Victorious, okay. It says Six of Wands energy right there. This is also kind of remembering who's been there, who's had your back, who helped build you up. So don't forget the little people, right? But be grateful towards them. Knight of Cups, bringing in that love offer. That's what I thought was going on right here with this king. Someone new is coming in. They're definitely coming in, and it's an emperor, and he's that's a bossing up energy. That can be you bossing up as well, Capricorn, and saying, you know what, I'm in a different phase now. I know who and what I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm going to handle it. You know, an emperor is the king of all the kings. He talks of stability, structure, you know, control, practicality, being disciplined. Um, it's an Aries type energy usually. But going after what he wants. When he sees something he wants, he goes after it. And he tends to get it. Um, whether this is the person coming towards you or whether this is the energy you're embodying, it's a beautiful energy. Okay? Strength and courage, Leo energy. We're still in Leo season as I'm doing this reading, and I've seen a burst here towards the end of the energy. The Leo spark is hitting right here, right before we go into Virgo season. And it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, and it's very much needed, so thank you. There we go. 2 of Wands. Which way do you want to go? This is your Y on your road, right? He's holding that staff of new beginnings. Ace of Staffs. He's holding the world in one hand. Going, where do I want to go? And this, for me, is a Y in the road. These are 2 separate paths that you can go down. You're leaning towards this one. But some information or something may happen, and you go, I was meant to go down the other path. I'm not meant to go on this one. So it is a Y in the road. It is a where do you want to be in, 2 weeks, 6 months, 2 years, 6 years. So it's a destiny card. Choices, of course. 2s are always choices. There's going to be a lot of celebrating, friends and family get-togethers, reunions, weddings, whatever. Just partying with friends. This is that Queen of Wands energy kind of again. The let's be happy, let's be joyous. And people are going to be happy for you. And you're going to be excited. And it's going to be this, they're going to be like, wow, look at Cappy. Look at what Cappy's accomplished, right? And there's that Queen of Pentacles. Now that can be your energy as well, Cappy, with that Queen of Pentacles. She's very stable. She's very honest. She's very independent. Remember that 9 of Pentacles energy? Yeah. She's generous. She's caring, nurturing. She can give her pentacles to whoever she desires. She's doing very well. She's doing, she's got abundance. Her kingdom is just prospering. Tends to be good at, have a good business sense, excuse me. She can be welcoming, comforting. Somewhat of a homebody sometimes. I don't think she's going to be in homebody mode with all this partying and celebrating going on, though she may be seeking quieter times because it may be, kind of an overwhelming. She's very caring. And she's looking at that pentacle in her hands and going, I've got a pretty stable pentacle sitting here for somebody that deserves it. And I'm wanting to know who this emperor is. I got to know. I'm nosy. I am nosy. I admit it. I admit these things. Is this emperor somebody coming in for our Cappy? Thank you. Wounded warrior energy. Okay. Okay. We've got that 9 of Swords again. Stressed out. This may be your energy, Cappy. Deciding if you want to invest in a situation. Continue to invest in a situation. Yeah, if you have been in a growth cycle and you're already in a committed relationship, this is a decision. It's like things are going well. I know who and what I am. I'm doing self-care work, but it's stressing you out because a decision's going to have to be made, and communication. It's been a lot of hard work, but you're almost there. You're almost to the finish line. That's that wounded warrior energy. You're getting there. You're almost there. It is, persistence. It is being resilient, and but you're so tired of fighting. You're ready for that joy. You're ready for that 6 of Swords, the going into calmer waters. You're ready for the celebrating and being allowed to feel and be. So this emperor, I do believe, is you. I could be wrong. But I'm thinking that's you. You're bossing up, Cappy. And you're going to own it. And it's beautiful. So we've got a Queen of Pentacles that may be moving in on you then. Somebody offering that is doing well and stable and nurturing. Reliable. A really good matchup for you. It's going to take strength and it's going to take courage, but you can do it. You're known for your hard work, for your diligence, Cappy. You're also known for having that big heart that you tend to hide really well. Right? All right. Let's grab an oracle card for you guys. Sorry, I just dropped my notepad that I write my little notes when I'm done with a reading for my labels. It's like, how do I want to label Cappy's reading today? My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. I think that's beautiful. I think that is very well-rounded as to what I've been talking about here. All this hard work you're putting in. All these changes you're making in your life. It's manifesting. And where do you want to be? Right? What do you want your world to look like? What was right here in the very beginning of your past energies. I mean, towards the end of your past energies. But yeah. So do what's best for you. Make good choices for yourself. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it right here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. And thank you so much for being here. Until next time, be healthy, be happy. Ta-ta.